Hello out there. Welcome to another edition of All Things Real Estate. Today I am talking about our furry little dog friends and what we can do with them when we sell your house. I get that question a lot from concerned sellers. We love our dog and we're worried about him or her being stressed out during the selling process and during showings and things like that. So they want to know what they can do and what the options are for doggies. I'm going to introduce you. Tucker, come here. He is fascinated by a fly flying around my house right now. Come here. Up. Can you see? Can you see him? Oh. Here, say hi to the camera. Oh my goodness. Oh. See, if I was selling my house, I'd be worried about my dog too. So I totally get it. And I am going to go over with you today some options for how we can keep your pets happy and safe during the seller process. So stay tuned.
All things real estate and all things real estate.
Okay, so I will say the number one thing that I never tell sellers that we can do is leave a dog in the house unattended during showings. That is just not an option. It's not safe for the dog. It's not safe for the buyers walking through. It's just not a good idea. So the best thing to do is actually get the dog out of the house if we can. And two ways to do that: take the dog with you if the dog is small enough, or take him or her to a doggy daycare facility for during the day while showings happen. The other thing that we can do is crate the dog. Sometimes that's not a great option because the dog might bark the whole time during showings, and buyers do get distracted by that. So it's not super ideal if you have a dog that barks a lot to put him in a crate and leave him in the house. But if that's the only option because sellers work and things like that, then that is still much better than leaving the dog sort of unattended walking around the house for sure. So the other thing that you can do is actually have the dog go stay with a friend or relative for the time period that we're showing the house. Now, typically, especially in the seller's market that we're in right now, that won't always be the case where we go under contract in a number of days, and that kind of thing. But typically, we're only talking 2 or 3 days before we get a contract on a house these days. So it's a very short period of time to go through the pain and suffering of trying to figure out where our furry friend should go. And I would tell someone that if they were taking care of my dog for a couple days in their house, I would tell them, hey, it's going to only be a couple days because we're going to get the house under contract quickly. So those are a couple ideas about what to do with our furry friends during the listing process. And the bottom line is we don't want to stress out the dog. We don't want to stress out the sellers too much about their dog. And we also want to keep everything safe for buyers during showings and not have, a pet run out of the house or anyone get bitten or anything like that. So those are the major considerations of selling a house when you have a doggy in the house. And I hope you enjoyed that. And if you're liking these videos, I hope you do subscribe to my channel. And I will be back next week with another edition of All Things Real Estate. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
All things real estate and all things real estate.